In this video, I want to share with you one of the very powerful features of Google Drive sharing and in the context of collaborating with others on documents, sheets, slides, forms in Google Drive. But before we go into this, please do me a favor. If you like this video and it's helpful, hit the like button on it. And if you have a question or a thought, please comment on the video and ask me any question. I'm happy to answer any question for you to help you get more value out of it. And if you like this whole program, subscribe to the channel and hit the notify button so you get notified as I create more content under this program of the ultimate guide to Google Drive sharing. All right, let's get started. I can use any Google document I want, a Google Doc, a Google Slide, a Google Sheet, a Google Form, etc., etc. I'm going to use a Google document. I'm going to use this Google document right here. And if you remember, I can hover over the document and go over there and hit share, because when you collaborate, you got to share. I can click on the document and hit share up there. I can right click and hit share right here. Or check this out, I haven't shown this to you yet. I can open the document, and as I'm reading the document, I can go over and hit the share button, and I can share it directly with an individual or up to 100 people if I want to. I'm going to share it with Teddy at Gmail, teddyburris@gmail.com, and I'm going to give him editor access, and I'll say, let's work on this together. And I'm going to hit send. Now I'm going to go to that account. I have all these accounts in Google Chrome profiles. There's Teddy on Gmail. Here's the email right here. I can open this document there, I can open it there, or I can just simply go to share with me, and there it is right there. Double click on it. Boom. Now I've opened up the document, adding tabs to a Google document, and you can see that right now it's reminding me I'm logged in as Teddy Burris at Gmail. You can see not only is Teddy Burris at Gmail in it, but so is Burris Consulting at Gmail, who is the owner of this document. So together, we both have full editing capabilities. We have everything that each other has across the top here, under the editing document over here. Everything that Burris Consulting at gmail.com has to edit this Google Doc, Teddy Burris at gmail.com has exactly the same functionality. By the way, I could have done this sharing again as under a Gmail or under Google Workspace. Either way, I could have done it. The only variable to Google Workspace is if an administrator locked it down so you could only do collaborating or sharing within your domain. But a lot of times you want to collaborate and share outside of our domain, which I'm doing right here, right now. So I can come in here as Teddy Burris at Gmail. I can delete that if I want to, delete that information there. And I can put in a whole nother set of content, and I put that all in there. And Burris Consulting at Gmail is looking at that document and seeing that this is added and seeing that Teddy Burris at gmail.com is in here as well. So, I can come in here if I want to. I can insert a table. I'm acting as Burris Consulting at Gmail. I can insert a table. I can make it 2 wide and 5 deep. And then, I can put banana. I can do whatever I want. I can take all this and make it all bold if I want to. I can change the font if I want to Georgia. I like Georgia font. Go back and let's see what Teddy Burris at Gmail sees. The exact same document, and actually you can see that Burris Consulting at gmail.com has highlighted all this text. So if he's highlighted all this text, can I change it? Let me see. Oh, this is real interesting. I can't change the text while he has it highlighted. Let's go back and look and see what Burris Consulting at Gmail has. See, he had this all selected as if he's going to work on it. But if I take and make it green, then you can see it's green. Now if I select it all, if I go act as Burris at Teddy Burris at Gmail, look, Burris Consulting has it highlighted, just turned it green. I can't make it bold or unbold. It's not going to impact it at all because he has that text selected so that he's working on that text himself. I can work on other areas of the content if I want to. I can make that all bold, but I can't change the text that he is working on at that moment. Collaborating in Google Docs. Collaborating on Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Slides is a great way to use Google Drive sharing. It's a great way to collectively work on stuff. One way you may want to do this is you may want to do a Zoom call or a Google Chat, a video call, and discuss it as you work on it. And you could have somebody down here, working on page 2, working on some information here while you're working on page 1. And furthermore, if you're sharing a Google Sheet, maybe you have somebody working on one area of the sheet and you're working on another area of the sheet. This is a great way to pool your efforts, pool your energy together, and again, collaborate in order to get the greatest value out of a piece of content that you have in Google Drive. So again, all I did as Burris Consulting is I took this document and I shared it, in this case with Teddy Burris at Gmail, and gave him editor access. Now, once we're done on this, I could very easily take away his access and say, we're done, Teddy. We've changed all we're going to change. If you go back and look at Teddy Burris at Gmail, look what just happened. That document, he no longer has, does he? He no longer has the ability. Oh, there we go. My access expired. So it's been changed. I can't get to it anymore. I think I just deleted that, but I can't. Actually, matter of fact, it wants me to log back in as burrisconsulting.com to get access to that document. And Teddy Burris at Gmail cannot log in as Burris Consulting. So if I'll go back to share with me, it still shows up there, but if I hit refresh, it went away. So again, all I did was take away his permissions. And by the way, that still shows that Teddy Burris at Gmail is still in it, but I took away his permissions. It's restricted, and Teddy Burris at Gmail does not have access to it. If I hit refresh, maybe it's a timing issue. I think it's a server issue, a timing issue, because that is no longer valid. That really should not be there. So bottom line, collaborate on Google Workspace with Google and Gmail and Google Drive to collectively work on a document is a very powerful way to use Google Drive. Hey, I'm Teddy, your Google Workspace and Gmail guy. I hope this is helpful for you.